So Jody wants to know, how do you keep mini cupcakes from drying out in the oven? And the real tip is to bake them less and lower the oven a little bit. So you bake a cupcake at about 375. I would bake it at 350. Now also, what people don't realize is if you bake a cupcake at a higher temperature, it's going to crown or pop in the top. But if you lower the temperature, it'll be nice and flat and even, so it's even more decorating surface. So don't overbake your cupcakes, big, small, or indifferent, and they will always be moist and delicious. Okay. So Sophie wants to know, do you use salted or unsalted butter in a cake? Typically, bakers use unsalted butter and they add the salt after, because some things you want to be more salty and some things you want to be less salty. It's always better that you're controlling the salt. And another great tip is, if you're making a cake that's all butter or cookies, sometimes if you don't put enough salt in, it doesn't bring out the flavor of the butter. So it's important to balance how much salt and adjust your recipe so that the butter really comes out in the salt. Alright, so James wants to know, who is the best baker out of my children, and who can't bake to save their lives. Well, I gotta say, Sophia and Buddy, Sophia is more of the decorator, Buddy is more of the baker, and they do a great job. They love it. Marco could care less about baking. He's into football and girls, and that's it. He's funny. My hopes for my children is that I get to teach them the work ethic that my father taught me, but inevitably I want them to love what they're doing in life, and whether that be working at the bakery or doing what they want, I want them to be happy.